G'day folks, Turbo here, and welcome to the next chapter of my FreeSpace 2 campaign playthrough. Now, you're probably looking at the screen going, what? What is all of this nonsense? This green and brown strange stuff? Allow me to explain. You may recall at the end of the last mission, if you watched it that far, or if you watched it at all, they mentioned that I was going to be taking part in an officer exchange program with the Vasudans, which basically means that I'm going to be flying a Vasudan craft in Vasudan squadrons. So that's what I'm doing now. I am a member of a Vasudan squadron, and do they tell me here? Oh, no, not yet. So yeah, I'm basically flying for the Vasudans now, and that means I am inside the GVD Samtic, the Vasudan destroyer, the Hatshepsut class. In the first mission I did, if you watch that, at the end of it, I actually flew inside a hangar bay, and you could see all these weird sort of structures sort of hanging from the ceiling. That's how it looked. That's what this was. This is the inside of the Samtic that you could see from flying inside the hangar. And that's where I came in. I flew inside there and around in here. So now here I am. And now, without further ado, we shall continue on with the campaign. Oh, quick recap. Oh, that was cool. Little fight I just took off there. At the end of the last mission, we basically crushed the remainder of the NTF. Bosch has escaped, but we will run into him in the future, and the NTF basically is no more. So what does that leave for us? Well, we shall find out. What do the Vasudans have in on their agenda, and what sort of things do we get to fly?
This is Admiral Coffrey, commanding officer of the GVD Samtic, 13th Vasudan Battle Group. The NTF rebellion is over. Polaris, Regulus, and Sirius are now under Allied control, and we begin the process of rebuilding these systems after 18 months of bloodshed. NTF officers responsible for the genocide of Vasudan civilians will face a war crimes tribunal in Beta Aquila. GTVA warships in the nebula are now hunting down the Iceni and the other blockade runners.
Whoa, all kinds of things are going down.
For those Terran pilots joining us in Gamma Draconis, welcome aboard. Your assignment is part of an officer exchange program to foster better cooperation and understanding. You will serve in Vasudan wings and pilot Vasudan fighters. Our crews have modified our craft to accommodate Terran pilots. We as an alliance have come a long way since the Terran-Vasudan War, and initiatives such as this can only strengthen the bond between our species.
So this down here is the GVD Samtic, the destroyer we've seen a couple of times, and it's now my new command ship. Before it was the GTD Aquitaine, the Hecate class destroyer. Now it's the GVD Samtic.
With the rebellion defeated, we are now able to focus on our exploration and containment operation in the nebula. We have 3 objectives in this theater: to locate uncharted Shivan jump nodes, to destroy all hostiles encountered, and to apprehend Admiral Aiken Bosch. We begin launching our squadrons at 32:30 Vasudan Galactic Time.
What time is that? Translation please?
The Samtic has received a shipment of the new GTW-66 Maxim gun. The Maxim is by definition an energy weapon, though it behaves like a mass driver, accelerating caseless uranium slugs along its smooth bore barrel. The Maxim has difficulty penetrating shield defenses, but its effect on hull plating is devastating.
When they say they
Use the Maxim at your discretion.
When they say they receive a new shipment of weapons, like I can just picture a bunch of Vasudan aliens coming up to a bunch of crates with just like Maxim gun painted on the side, and they come up to it with some big crowbars like, yep, we got a fresh batch of these new guns, we gotta get her open and put them on the fighters and stuff. Yep, it's gonna be a good day. That's just what my silly mind sees. Anyway, moving on.
You have also been issued the GTW-83 Lamprey cannon. A second-generation leech gun, the Lamprey affects the energy systems of your target, draining its weapon, shield, and afterburner reserves. Coupled with a balanced hull and shield-damaging weapon, the Lamprey is highly effective against smaller vessels.
Another specialty weapon. So basically, it's kind of like an EMP gun, sort of. It would immobilize them. It takes away their weapons, shields, and afterburners. Well, yeah, I can't really see myself using that though. I'd rather just go straight up damage.
All Terrans be advised that the Vasudan fighters and bombers may be equipped with the Meku HL-7, a modified version of the Subak HL-7. The Meku design has been optimized for the reactor grids of the Vasudan craft to increase the cannon's rate of fire.
Yeah, so basically the Meku HL-7 is exactly the same as the Subak HL-7, which is the sort of stock standard default cannon I've been using. But the Meku, the only real difference is that it fires much faster. I think it's like twice the rate of fire, because something about the Vasudan craft, it just allows it to basically divert energy to its weapons more efficiently than human ships can, so it can fire more rapidly. That's essentially it.
Welcome to the 203rd Terran. I am Commander Abu, Squadron Leader. Our unit has served the Emperor since the war between our species nearly 5 decades ago. I understand you were among the pilots who assisted our counterinsurgency effort in the Deneb system. We are honored to fight by your side, pilot. You will lead Alpha Wing.
Oh, apparently I'm famous. Okay, cool.
Allied Command has ordered the 203rd to nullify a gas mining operation in the vicinity of our secure perimeter. Reconnaissance has located 6 Rahu-class miners, defended by a screen of sentry guns. Your primary objective is to destroy the miners. Your secondary objective is to neutralize the sentry guns.
Oh, naughty Shevens! Harvesting gas within our secure perimeter? Not on my watch.
Be advised, the shockwave of a gas miner explosion will have a destructive radius greater than that of a ship of comparable size. As the hull integrity of your target approaches 0, put as much distance as possible between yourself and the miner. We believe the Shevens are using the nebular gas for energy. Good luck.
Okay. So on the surface, this looks like a simple mission, but remember what happened in the very second mission, if you could say that, where we just had to destroy a bunch of cargo containers, and bam, all of a sudden there's a bloody rebel command ship in the middle of an asteroid. Yeah, things don't always go the way you plan out in relatively simple missions, so don't be fooled. Anything can happen. Okay, so they want us to fly the Serapis. Now the Serapis is a good fighter. It's very fast and very maneuverable. It's a good dogfighter. The problem is, it only has light armor. Beta has the turret, which is the Vasudan equivalent of the Hercules. So it's a heavy fighter. So it's got, it's a poor maneuverability, but better armor. And of course it can carry an absolute ton of missiles. Look at that, 100 and 100, compared to the Serapis 60 and 30. And gun mounts 2 and 2 for the Serapis, 2 and 4 for the turret. Now they're pretty much giving you the whole gamut of fighters here, and since the AI, they tend not to live very long when they're in interceptors, as I've learned from my time flying the Perseus fighters. I mean, I may survive, but my wingmen just get trashed. So I'm gonna do us a favor and give us all turrets. Rock eyes? Come on guys, seriously. Breaking my balls. I don't know why they don't let the turret carry the maximum. Look at that 8 hull damage, it's crazy. Once again, apologies for if this goes on for too long, but it's gotta be done. I think I'll just cut this bit out to save you the boredom. And we're back! Sorry about that. Alright, that took a while, but I got it all done. The whole squadron is loaded up and ready to go. So let's do this.
Attention all units. Long-range scanners detect a defensive perimeter of 6 sentry guns and a wing of Mara-class fighters designation Virgo. Proceed with caution. The GVA unit will provide AWAC support. 1 Belial-class sentry gun neutralized. 5 more guard the perimeter.
Actually, let's go tornadoes on double fire. Oh, that looks good. Even though I have no idea what I'm shooting at. Ah, man, these things hit hard.
We have destroyed 1 Rahu-class miner. 5 remain. Seek and destroy.
I'm gonna go for these sentry guns, because they're a nuisance.
2 sentry guns down.
Let's just go for Mechagoose. Wow, look how fast that fires, it's crazy. Wow.
We have negated 3 of 6 guns in the perimeter.
Oh, hello. Some Mara fighters want to come and play. I don't think so.
Formidable.
Thank you. Oh,
2 miners down. Repeat, 2 miners are down.
Oh, Astaroths. I hate Astaroths. Good thing I got awesome missiles. Bang!
Only 2 sentry guns remain.
Die.
Good work, pilot. Their operation has been compromised 50%. Continue with your mission.
Manticores! These things are annoying. Almost all Sheevan fighters are annoying, I'll just put that out there.
Reading hostile indicators.
Man, we are just... Oh. We are just like...
Only 2 Rahu miners remain. Finish them now, Alpha.
We haven't lost a single fighter. Oh man, these guys are just awesome. No! Sorry about that, folks. Part of the recording cut out there. For some reason my computer decided to minimize FreeSpace. All is well.
5th miner is down. Objective neutralized. All guns are down.
Let's finish these fools.
Sheevan bombers have engaged. Request immediate fighter cover.
All units, defend the Tatanen. We'll resume our attack once we eliminate this threat. Intercept and destroy.
Oh, we got a corvette here, I didn't realize. Alright. Well, we completed a primary objective. So, oh man, these guys are a long way away. Full power to engines, guys. Gotta catch them. Wow, look at that flak tearing into them. You can just sort of vaguely see those little explosions. Oh, the sound of friendly beam cannons is so comforting. Goodbye.
We are picking up an unusual jump signature in your immediate vicinity. Seek and identify.
Oh.
Acknowledged. Database does not recognize the configuration.
That is big.
Target square specification. Reading multiple cannons.
Oh.
Mission update.
Whoa!
Engage now, Tatanen. Break out and retreat. We're pulling you out. The Tatanen has been destroyed. I repeat, the Tatanen has been destroyed.
What? What
All
is
units
this
return
thing?
to base. We do not have the firepower to challenge that warship.
What? Oh man, I am so out of here. Wow. Okay. What was that?
Allied intelligence has no conclusive data on the Sathanas, the Sheevan juggernaut that destroyed the Tatanen. The GTVA Security Council has declared a state of emergency. If our preliminary assessment is correct, the Sheevans are preparing a full-scale incursion. However, the Sathanas could pose a much greater threat than the Lucifer superdestroyer of the Great War. Our priority must be to gather as much data as possible. Meanwhile, Command is preparing to execute a contingency plan should the Sheevans move this vessel into Gamma Draconis. Your valor and skill are formidable, Terran. Your commanders spoke very highly of you, and we see now their praise was not exaggerated. You risk your life above and beyond the call of duty to fulfill your objectives, regardless of the danger. We'll make the Vasudan of you yet.
Huh, that sounds just a touch arrogant, but... Yeah, okay, so some giant ship that we couldn't see through the nebula just came out of subspace, blasted the hell out of our corvette, and we gotta make sense of it. So we'll find out what's what in the next mission. I'll catch you guys later. Take care.